Hey everyone, welcome back to another online battle. We have a High Elf versus Wood Elf battle for you today. So I'm coming up against Boba. If you guys have any battles you want to send in to me for me to cast, go right ahead. Just send them to me and I'll have a look through some of them. Anyway, back into this battle. What did I bring? So, I brought a pretty strong front line. So we have spearmen on the flanks to help protect from any kind of cavalry. We then have white lines of Trace and Swordmasters of Hoeth in the middle. Backing them up, we've got 2 Lothran Seaguard and 3 lots of archers. And covering our flanks, we've got Illyrian Reavers. So this is one of my favourite armies for the High Elves. You've seen a couple of replays of this type of army before, but never against the Wood Elves, so we'll see how it goes. We've also got a Mage of Light for her Net of Amantok and Banishment for grouped up infantry, and we've got our Prince on our Dragon in order to cause fear and terror and disrupt enemy lines. So let's see what the enemy has. They have decided to hide in the bushes, or the trees. So I've decided to try and pull around. I did see them coming from this direction. So they've got quite a mismatched army. Or I don't really know where their front line is at the moment. But anyway, they've got a line of Eternal Guard at the front, by the looks of it. Eternal Guard with shields, yep. Backed up by Treekin and... yep, a couple of Treekin who have magic melee damage, okay. And then Durthar as their tree-loving lord. Crazy. See him marching on into battle. And backing them up, we have War Dancers, Asari Spears, a Spellslinger of Life, who will give healing, and what else does he give? Let's just quickly have a look. Spellslinger of Life. Gives some... okay, has Blessing of the Ancients, Life Blossom... okay, yep, replenish hit points. Okay, replenish more hit points. More replenishment. Jesus, he's going for a lot of healing. Yeah, okay, so just a crap load of healing going on there. And resurrection by the looks of it. And then some Wildwood Rangers to back those guys up. So they've got... armor piercing and anti-large. Okay. Well, I didn't really have a lot of large, so they should definitely have targeted the Prince. Surprising they didn't bring any range, the Wood Elves. But I guess you don't have to. But let's get into it. Okay, so I see them pop out of the trees and then go back in. So I end up realigning my forces to face their attack and taking my Illyrian Reavers out to the flanks in order to try get some flanking attacks off. As the Wood Elves notice that I have archers or Lothran Seaguard, they do end up charging in to attack me because they realize that I'm not going to attack them. I'll just run around and poke and prod with my dragon and Illyrian Reavers because I didn't have anything that could counter that. They need to come charging in, and I get my first couple of volleys off into the enemy line before they get on into me. He's got Apotheosis going down straight away. Okay, so that was her plan, just to constantly heal, heal, heal. And let the battle begin. We've got our charge going down. Lions of Trace, Swordmasters of Hoeth charging on into Treekin. And a big clash going on. The Treekin do break through, which I don't know if I notice quick enough. Yeah, I do. I got to target the Treekin to try and take them out. And my Illyrian Reavers smash into the back of them. And I do use... well, they use Apotheosis to constantly heal up this mass grouping over here. Which is smashing against my dragon. So I didn't notice that, but they do end up getting healed quite effectively. That's interesting. Okay. My prince does end up taking quite a lot of damage. He must have eventually just run out of oomph and not had enough magic to keep constantly healing them. So I'm getting these spears to come around to charge in from the back, give them a attack in the rear. And I think I do end up using a fiery breath against him eventually. Yeah, there we go. That's what turns the tide of battle. The fiery breath down on that big group. And the fact that I am able to take out these Treekin before he can get rid of all of my archers. That was probably key to his plan. Those Treekin needed to get through the lines and take out those archers, but that didn't end up quite eventuating. So it just ends up meaning that I do end up getting to fire on into this big group that I have surrounded. So his plan didn't quite work out as he was hoping. So we did have Flock of Doom going down by the looks of it. Does my light priest have Flock of Doom? No. I was gonna say, no he doesn't. But anyway, that must have been something that Durthar had. Yeah, he would have had Flock of Doom. Oh well, doesn't end up working out for him anyway. Doesn't have enough magic to sustain Flocks of Doom and also Apotheosis and Life Regeneration. So he does end up going down. With the surround that I got off on him and all those archers just ripping into him. He didn't really have the anti-infantry and armor piercing to take out my Swordmasters of Hoeth either. That was something he didn't consider. The fact that I could have had a very heavily armoured front line. So his Treekin didn't quite do as much damage as he probably would have hoped. And then that Eternal Guard just didn't have the oomph to get through my front line. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.